Hello, people. Right, Record Store Day 2024. Now, I don't always do Record Store Day. In fact, actually, rarely. I think I've probably got about half a dozen things from it, sometimes after the actual day. And I don't want to be critical of it, and I don't want to big it up because, as a lot of people say now, those five magic words, it is what it is. Yeah. Or in the past, it was what it was in the old-fashioned days. Anyway, I got up this morning, went to a local shop. It was about 9:30, and there wasn't any queue. I walked straight in, and his Blur Park Life. Now, if you're clever, you may well have noticed that this is in fact an original Blur Park Life album, which I bought then. So this is in fact not a Record Store Day video at all, because I walked. So turn off, go away if you're not interested anymore. There was a local shop. Actually, it was my cousin that tipped me off that there was going to be a pop-up shop in the town next to where I live, and I thought, right, I'll go. You know, she couldn't make it, so this wasn't there, but I thought I would show it anyway because it got re-released, didn't it? And it's difficult to imagine, hard for somebody now to think that this came out 30 years ago. In fact, wasn't it? 1994, I think. It must have been 1994. Yeah. And it was always this Tracy Jacks track, which was a stinker at the time. I think it's probably better now, and the whole album. I mean, I suppose this is what made Blur what they were, really. I mean, yeah, it changed their the difficult third album that they did. It changed their career. Whereas for Oasis, I'll be talking about Oasis in a little while. Yeah. I mean, you know, the artwork and yeah. I mean, in fact, Blur had more a difficult fourth album from what I remember. Let's just show it anyway. So it's on one album. I know the Record Store Day one is double, isn't it? So there's a food emblem, and that's that. I know you like to. I don't usually show labels and things, but and I'm not really showing off or anything. I'm just doing what I do. Yeah. So I went into this pop-up shop, and there was virtually nobody there actually. But I think it did get busy later on and everything. So it's above a bookshop, and they're going to be doing it once a month. And I'll maybe put some links to it or something or other. Or if you ask about it, then that's all good, fine and dandy. Anyway. I had a butcher's through. I couldn't really find anything at all in the end until I got to the last box, which was jazz and soundtracks. And a few things jumped out at me, which I will now show you. He also gave a free CD away, and there was a pile of about 30, 40 CDs. So I actually went for this one, which is a Patti Smith album that she did in 2007 of cover versions, and I listened to this on the way home. This is really good. You know, it's obviously her voice, and it's not so punky sounding, although her voice is still the same. Yeah, she's doing Smells Like Teen Spirit and The Boy in the Bubble by Paul Simon, White Rabbit, Gimme Shelter. It's a really strong album. Oh, the neighbours are drilling. Anyway, we'll put up with that. So that was the freebie that I got. And then, so this guy, yeah, he was probably about my age, I think. So it actually turns out this guy is a very well-known guy, not necessarily to all of you. He's called Sean Rowley, and amongst other things, his image, although slightly out of focus, is on the front cover of Oasis. What's the Story Morning Glory album, second album. I'm actually thinking I should take my OG and get him to sign it, actually. Anyway, so I got home and I Googled him, and he does something called Guilty Pleasures, amongst other things. He's been a DJ. Yeah, he's had his fingers in many pies. And this Guilty Pleasures, it's like a daytime club. So from the afternoon till 9 p.m. when people can go home. And it's sort of like embarrassing or deemed embarrassing records from the whenever really, 70s, I think, mainly. So say somebody had a hit, then the next record that wasn't a hit, they'll play that instead. And you can go online and find out all about it if you're so inclined. And what else has he done? He'd even done like sort of a TV series, I think, or something. Anyway, he seemed a very nice, normal, down to earth guy. So I just hope he stays that way. Anyway, tea. Yeah, a couple of good slurps there. So, oh, well, I haven't even shown what I found in there, have I really? No. Okay, so I found 3 records. The first one I found is just some sort of electronic synthesized music for £5. So I have no idea what it is. It's by a guy called Charles Vuorinen, or it was Wuorinen. I just thought that might be up my street, really. So I thought I'd give that a go. That was one. Then I got this is a Hungarian sought after gem from 1989, János Masic. Is that? I'm not sure. I don't think it's so avant-garde as a previous one, but it's going to be interesting. It was marked down in rough trade from £27 to £9.99. I think he charged me about that for it, if that. And lastly, a Johnny Trunk album, which actually I grabbed. So this is an album originally done on a C90 cassette by a guy in his bedroom in Hull. So I'm into that ethos, I think, already, and I haven't cracked it open yet. I could actually crack this open. Yeah, I've got to crack it open, haven't I, online? Hang on. Yeah, I can stick the sticker back on if I so wished. So this is called Galactic Nightmare, and it's sort of like a sci-fi sort of adventure thing. Yeah, that is what I would expect. This also sort of fits in with I started watching Stranger Things, and I'm way behind with it, or that I vaguely know what it's about, but I've nearly finished the first series. So yeah, weird sci-fi openings, or whatever you want to say. What do you call it when there's a opening in the space-time continuum? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, there you go. So this is from 2015, but it was done in the 1980s. So those are the 3 things I found. I also found today a sort of a cut and paste album, which I grabbed. It looks terrible, but I thought, let's grab it. Yeah, there's that. I grabbed also a 7-inch of Echo and the Bunnymen on core of a record. So you got the puppet, Do It Clean. Now, onto some other stuff now. So that's 10 minutes already. I'll try not to go on for too long. Some VCLT from DJ Trish, the only person I know who does more random compilations than I do. So this is there are tunes So Tasty on this mix, March 2024. So I've had these on in the car. Oops, Daisy. And they keep me safe in that middle lane on the motorway, I guess you might say. Some, yeah, they're interesting. Yeah, this one was a bit more random. And I'd say this one, DJ Trish is all right. On March 24 2 is a bit more regular, middle of the road sort of. Well, not middle of the road stuff, but just sort of, yeah. So that's those. And I wasn't aware. She also sent me. Okay, she really is a DJ. Well, I knew she was a DJ, but yeah. So she's actually got stickers. She is available. It doesn't say anything about weddings, funerals, and bar mitzvahs, but all round indoor outdoor party vibes. Yeah, there we go. That's one of hers, and she's sent me that one. That will be going on one of my boxes. So thank you very much, Trish. Loads of stickers here. I gave a few away to a mate actually, because I knew that he liked the bands that they were related to. Yeah, there's a circular CD one. So this is Bay Head, New Jersey. I guess that's where she's from, or where she lives. And a few more. There, lovely. Right, okay. Okay, some. So I've done the CD. Some fines, some more fines. Cheap and cheerful, mostly £1, I think. 7-inch Jacques Brel, Amsterdam, and Le Jardin du Casino. RCA sleeve. Then, yeah, I think I was thinking about Headley when I saw this. This is the Rye Whiskey Road Band, The Running Kind. And we've got Juanita Hall, the original Bloody Mary Sings the Blues. A Walker Brothers album. Some of these conditions a bit shabby, although I'll come to probably the best one last, which isn't shabby and is probably the most interesting of the bunch. A Big Bill Brunsey. Don't know if I'm keeping all these really, to be honest. Cat Stevens. Well, I think I've got this already, but it's like a different sleeve. Yeah. Oh, this is on Duram as well as the other one I've got. Another Barry White with Love Unlimited. Pardon me. Jimmy Witherspoon and Juanita Hall. This is on CBS. It's a Savia Andina, so it's sort of like a South American sort of music. It's not too bad. It's quite pleasant. I went for the cover. Thought that might be quite interesting. Best of Nancy Wilson with a gatefold kind of thing going on there. Kid Ori. Yeah, I'm not sure, is that blues, jazz? Oh, it's blues, isn't it? He's carrying a guitar. It's blues, I think, or blues, jazz. Quite decent copy of Ray Charles here. Great Ray Charles album from mid-60s, I think. Philadelphia Freedom. Chris Christopherson album. Surreal Thing from 76. Look at that, another. He should be in the VC, shouldn't he? He's got a beard. Look at that. Hi, VC. Here's my latest finds. a Christian album. I think I've had it before. It's textured sleeve on Key Records, 10 Seaforth Avenue, New Malden, Surrey. Don't think her voice was too bad from what I remember. It wasn't as high pitched as some of the other ones. This guy has obviously got some sort of Indian roots. I googled it and it looked like it might be collectible. Don't know whether it's any good or not yet. His name is Ken Gananakan. I butchered that. Yeah. Nice. Uh, 14 Carat Soul, Ben Haley Jr. on one side, and the other side is The Gospel at Colonus. Quite totally different A-sides and B-sides there. And this is Finnegan's Wake music, setting by Andre Hodaya. It's a gatefold single with some text in there. And to finish it off, I think, without rambling too much, I found this for £1 as well. It's in lovely condition. It's Lebanon and Libyan music. All these different instruments are on there individually, I might say. Tabla, daf, recorder, ney, mizwiz, mizmar, bazook. Is that like a bazooka? No, maybe not. And a rababa. Abu Zuluf. Yeah. National Council of Tourism in the Lebanon. There was 2 of these on Discogs for nearly 3 figures. I don't know whether it's worth that or not, but I think I might keep that. It's quite an interesting sounding album. So that's it really. Record Store Day. Shall I waffle for a couple of minutes? Perhaps. Yeah, so I didn't queue up or anything, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Are these videos interesting to you? Maybe you can comment. I'm not even going to ask you to like and subscribe, but thank you if you do subscribe or comment or just watch, really, you know. Yeah, you know, I occasionally have a few ideas knocking about. I was thinking of doing something like 30 years since the 90s, and then, oh, what else? Yeah, occasionally something will cross my mind, and then I sort of, I notice that when I do, like the last video I did a response to, yeah, people are just not so into that, although that is more VC orientated and sociable and whatnot. Unless of course you get in there early, like I did with my Rob Walker Final Tag 24 response. But then I think there's something in the algorithms or the length of people actually watching it, because it comes up more, and that doesn't really bother me. But as I think I've said before, if the videos get over 100 views, I think I'm actually quite content with that. Although whether how long people watch them for, as I said, I don't really know. Yeah. Have I got anything else to show? I haven't done a record fair now for probably, I mean, selling at a record fair. I haven't done one for like nearly, could it even be like nearly a year? I'm not sure. Just time ticks on. I've got all the boxes. They're all there. I've got some stuff there waiting to go out. And it's a month since, oh, drilling again. It's a month since the VC meetup in Leeds, which Mike did his RSD video this morning, and he'd been around the fair all on his own. So hello to Mike up in Leeds, and hello to anyone else that knows me. And yeah, thanks for watching, and obviously I hope you're all doing well, you know. So thanks very much. Toodaloo.